Terrifying costume. Alright, let's see. Gargos has been a problem for a lot of people throughout Season 3, just learning how to deal with minions, setups, and other stuff that he brings to the table. So we'll see how Raven as Rob will handle this matchup, and if maybe Tournament Jitters being on stream will get to Pobre Suave, but he's getting in there, gets broken on the heavies. Raven kind of just staying backed up, jumps in. Getting a ooh, the break. And another break. He's not afraid to break. But the one thing that's going to tell Raven is Raw, if he can learn his breaking habits, that's going to give him a chance to maybe counter break him earlier in this match. Alright, the reset. Boom. Ooh, okay. Oh, he went for the double command grab. Didn't work. Overhead and the lockout. Say goodbye to gaining resources, my friend. For another overhead grab, just keeping those skulls coming. Oh, now we got Fatty out. He's got to try and work around this. The grab gave him the invincibility frames to work through it. He just needs to hit that pixel of life, and he does. Alright, so I think the minion still has 2 hits on him. Eats that into the grab. Very nice from Raven as Raw. He's going to pop Instinct. Not sure what he's going to try to do with this. I think he just did it for the burst. Alright, so the minion's down and back up. Ooh, it gets the counter breaker. And I'm not sure what happened. I think the minion hit him, but he was able to still get the grab off of it. Okay, lockout. He could possibly kill with this. Okay, second minion out. He's going to use that to kind of clear off one of them and leave 1 hit on Skinny. And bursts. Still using an instinct for the burst. That's definitely going to hurt. And yeah, there we go. Raven is Raw is up 1 over Pobre Suave. Alright, I like some of the stuff that Pobre was going for. It definitely seems that Raven knows this matchup. I'm not sure if Suave is having some issues with Tournament Jitters, maybe not knowing the matchup. Maybe he has no matchup knowledge against how Raven plays. Maybe this is their first time playing. I feel like the instinct is very useful for a lot of things, and I'm not sure if using it to burst was the right thing. At least bursting there. But it all depends. It's a free combo breaker. He was using it a little early. Alright, getting into the next match. What does Pobre have? Does he have another character? Maybe he will switch out. Alright, is he sticking with the Gargos? Yes, he is. Maybe the costume change. We all know that the costume change can alter matchups more than anything else in this game. If you can't win with one costume, just don't pick that costume. No, ST stands for Shame Team, I believe. And they are from Brazil. Alright, good block so far. Same way to get in. He got him out of the air, but I'm not sure about that. Okay. Worked out for him. Trying to dash in and get more of these command grabs. He needs to work on different setups here. Alright, using the skull cancels to get in and create some pressure. And the lockout. This is going to hurt a lot. Say goodbye to using resources. And the pressure right now from Raven. He has no fear right now. I like the changing sides to get out of the cross-up situation. Alright, a lot of pressure coming out from Raven as Raw. We don't even have a minion on the ground yet. He needs to get those curses off because he may need that shadow for something else, so he can't really waste it on a minion. Ooh, went for the command grab again. I'm going to chalk this up to possible jitters. Ooh, hits with the overhead. That lockout, this is going to hurt. One more combo is going to do it. Can he deal with the pressure? And for the cross-up, shadow counter, and that would be it. And the counter breaker to top it off. Raven is Raw is on fire right now. Play of the game. and we will be saying goodbye to Pobre Suave. But he still gets points towards the KI World Cup, so you should still come out to that event. It was nice seeing you being able to show your craft to us today, and just don't let it get to you, man. Don't let it get to you at all. Solid win from Raven Azra. Next up, we will have HW Slender Cashew versus Idamaster 411. Whew. So we all know Idamaster has a really solid Thunder. He plays a lot of ranked. He's made a good bit of top 16s over the past 2 years. Not a guy to take lightly, to say the least. And we'll see how Cashew brings us together. I see he is rocking Shadow Jago. I'm not really sure. In my opinion, I love Shadow Jago. I'm not a huge fan of clone-ish style characters, but I feel like Shadow Jago, I don't know if he can deal with Thunder. Now, my personal opinion, I just think it's very easy to let Shadow Jagos get away with stuff just to block it and, you know, let them hang themselves, in a sense. Another Gargos? Are we getting invaded? Is Gargos taking over? Is this just Shadow Lord's campaign? Alright, starting off pretty solid. Switch that over for you guys. Idamaster with the counter breaker really early. This is gonna hurt. He hits like a truck. And goes for the meter. I'm wondering why. Still 50%. Oh, raw overhead. Another overhead. All unbreakable. Now starting. And the lockout. That's gonna be the life bar. Idamaster looking really good right now. Okay, out of the air. What's Slender Cashew looking for? And the flip out. Gets the flip out into the command grab to get corner positioning. Ooh. 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 That was so nice. And the deep cross up. Just chooses to go for the grab, though, not the combo. The cross up leg drop. The flip out. Ooh, good block. Cashew just can't get anything started. He has 2 bars of meter and instinct. That's not the way you want to end it. This is like Overwatch. If you end the game not using your ult, ooh, blows right through the minion. I think that was actually breakable because he missed the ultra input. But still, good showing from Idamaster. That was solid. Solid. Good play from Idamaster. I mean, very clean, very clean. I feel like Slender Cashew was struggling to find a safe zone. I think maybe the pressure Idamaster was putting on him was just too much. He wasn't able to keep up with what was being thrown at him. Alright, let's see. We did see a Shadow Jago. Maybe he'll be a little bit more comfortable with that, but I think Idamaster has the matchup knowledge against Gargos. We'll see. Maybe Cashew saw something that we didn't. Sticking with Gargos. Gotta respect. Stick to your guns. But Cashew's biggest thing right now is he needs to find the momentum shift. Idamaster didn't play KI that round. He played Idamaster Killer Instinct Edition. He forced Slender Cashew to play in his role every time. There was one block read on the flip out to the low, but he hit him with overheads from downfield. Just like a lot of things that he shouldn't have gotten away with. Going for the zoning, rushes in for the command grab. Okay, seeing him start up a little bit. I like the plan here, trying to keep him out. He's gonna DP through those. Okay, nice low, confirm, and the lockout. Okay, went for the command grab. Chose not to go for the meter though. I think he would want the meter for the minions to help keep him out since he's going for this zoning style. Goes to get in, but punished. Okay, Cashew switches to zoner type, and boom, we got a minion on the field trying to keep that distance down. Okay, and he is out of there. And there's the punish. Ooh, but it didn't work. And the counter breaker. This is going to go for so much damage. Look at that meter. Don't count Item Master out yet. He was doing a really good job. The minion saved him, but he dashed right in. I forgot he even had that. The flip out, he's going to pop Instinct so that way he has something to do here. Can't go through that, though. If he would have bursted, he would have been saved. Alright, still trying to go for the plan of keeping him out, but he read that. Okay, blocked it. How's he going to adapt? He's going to have to deal with that pressure. Gets through the overhead, and he's just going to try to wait out this Instinct. Very nice. He has the combo and the lockout. What's he going to get off of it? Get a minion. Good stuff. Caught him on the back dash. Very nice. The flip out into the low, but jumped out of the command grab. Alright, Item Master still having a little bit of struggle getting away from the zoning. Also, Fatty is charged up, but okay, he's still got one more hit. Into the command grab, saved! Caught in the corner, this is not good. He goes for that. I think he's going to try and throw out another minion or let Fatty get hit one more time. That's it! And Cashew adapted and brought it back. He realized his weakness from the first round, and he adapted proper. Good stuff to Slender Cashew right now.
Awesome victory.
And that's how you do it, folks. You know, you don't let it get to you. You just... The best way to be good at any game, if you're taking it competitively, don't blame the game. Just look at what you did wrong. You know, and if you can analyze what you did wrong and fix it, that's what will happen. Now, Item Master is on the run. He's got to figure out how to get through this zoning. He had the right idea with the DPs and the leg drops, but it was just such a far enough distance to where it would whiff and he could get a punish on him. So we'll see how Item Master changes up his game plan here. I mean, the first game, he kind of proved that once he got in, it was hard to keep him out. But a couple of times in that second round, Ida got in, and Cashew kept his cool, found a way to get out, cover himself with a minion, you know. And just kept a cool level head, I feel. I don't know. I wish he was sitting next to me. That way he could tell me what he was thinking. Alright, he's trying to rush him down, try to DP him out of the air. He's going to get punished for that. But a break on the light. Got caught pressing a button into the reset command grab, but he's out of the corner now, so he shouldn't have much to worry about, but got caught blocking low. And now he is in the corner, and he's got to worry about this. Got hit with the overhead again. And a break on the heavy. He's going to back out. Get a minion out there. Cover his butt. Okay, that minion's already taken 2 hits. And Slender has no shadow to deal with some of the stuff that Item Master is going to be bringing in. Good awareness from Ida. Finding a way to get in there, but the minion is still going to be a problem. Pops Instinct to make it safe. And going to get a combo off of this. Go for the command grab. Cashew gets the second minion out. I'm just going to have a little bit of trouble dealing with this. Alright, Cashew is out of instinct. Iron Master has instinct, but I think he wants to take this life bar first. Alright, dash. Command grab. Still not enough to kill, and he's got to worry about these minions. And that will be enough to kill. Awesome. Good stuff from Item Master. He does have to worry about that minion. I sacrificed the life bar to make sure the minion wasn't a problem, but Cashew has enough for one more. I think he's going to send out Fatty, and he does. Alright, knockback. Now he's going to be back into the zoning game. He needs to just take it slow. He needs to take it slow. Not far enough, and the minion covered him. Good patience. Minion saves him, and he goes, I am out, fam. I am not letting him get away here. Minion saved him from the flip out. Open up the combo. Ooh, but got to confirm on the backdash. Alright, now we have 2 minions. This could be the end of Ida. He needs to find a way to get through all this. He's getting caught too many times. Just gotta take it patiently. Goes for that. Pops instinct to make it safe. What's the mix-up here? Gets him with the cross-up. That let him get a chance, and he jumped out of it. I thought he was gonna burst. Good stuff. Keeping that instinct. Gets another minion out. This is gonna be tough. Good awareness from Item Master, looking to see the minion doing the special. And the minion keeping him open. Okay, he's in there. The minion's still there. Gets the overhead. Why to bring this back? But the minion says, no, Master, I got your back, fam. And takes it. And Item Master is knocked out of the tournament. Slender Cashew will move on. Whew. Good stuff to Slender Cashew. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Wow. Minion for the win. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so next up for you, we have Mike and Ike versus TBS Sickle. Oh, man. I can't believe that happened. That's insane. I mean, I can't believe it. It's KI. I think after how many years of doing this, I've seen everything. Alright, let's see this Glacius versus Thunder. Looking Thunder. I don't even know what that would mean. Alright, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. TBS Sickle with Glacius versus Mike and Ike's Thunder. Unless these guys randomly picked up 2 new characters. Oh, that Mike and Ike guy is a qualifier. How do you make it this far? Who let this qualifier in my killer tournament? Just kidding, just kidding. I'm playing. Alright, so just like I thought. Now, we did see how Thunder has a little bit of trouble getting in on zoners, and I have a feeling Sickle's going to abuse that fact, but I think in this matchup, it's harder for Gargos to get out when he doesn't have minions and stuff like that, where Glacius, I feel like he has a very good tool set to get out. Alright, seeing a little lag first. Gonna check that DP. Keep himself safe, but Mike and Ike just wants in. He doesn't care about your hail. Trade again. Get out of that shatter. Ooh, that's one thing I don't like of that Mike and Ike does. Yep. That shadow counter was coming from 6 years away. And locked out on the heavies. Goes for the sweep. Hail set up. What's he looking to do? Hits him with the low. And finally breaks on all the heavies. Keeps him check on that DP. Sweep. What's the cross up? Nothing. Gonna dash through. Punish. Not sure that's the punish he was looking for. Alright, I don't know what the plan there was, but cross up DP. Cross up DP. And the counter breaker on the leg drop, and Mike and Ike will take the first round. But like I was saying earlier, there's one thing that I don't like that Mike and Ike does. Whenever he's creating pressure with Triple Axe, he always uses heavy version, which builds Shadow, keeps him in check. Stay honest. And he goes, no, I won't stay honest. I'm gonna raw every time. But he uses heavy Triple Axe, which hits 3 times, and it's very easy to Shadow counter. And it builds a lot of meter for the blocking player. Alright, so Mike and Ike actually looking really solid. That's going to be round! And Mike and Ike just says, I don't care you're Glacius, I don't care that you zone, you're playing my game today.
Supreme victory.
I think Sickle's got this. We didn't get to see some of that crazy stuff he does in Instinct with the insane speed on puddle punches and stuff. May have just been testing Mike and Ike now, but even though Mike and Ike does that thing that I hate so much, and it always seems to get him into trouble, he still keeps his cool. He just plays his game. He has confidence in how he plays. And he's just learned to adapt around how everybody else wants to counter him while still playing his game. Alright, going in, that's going to be a punish, but he didn't get what he wanted off of it. Puddle punch through the Triple Axe. Gets opened up, pressing buttons. Nice tech off the wall splat. That confirm. Okay, what's he going to do? Ooh, going for the light. Nope, doesn't work. Baits out the puddle punch. Good stuff from Mike and Ike right now. And the flip out into heavies. He must have just been pressing buttons because he wasn't blocking low. Chase him. Yep. Alright, and he has a lockout. This is going to be a good bit of damage. Ooh! Okay. Oh, no. I thought he switched sides with Puddle Punch. That would have been beautiful. It already was beautiful. But I like the awareness from Mike and Ike there. Alright, he has no instinct, so he's got to play it safe here. Punish the DP. Dash through Shatter. Very smart. The flip? What? Interesting use of flip out with Thunder. Alright, Mike and Ike knows that this is the one thing, though. He wants to stay in. Even though he has the life lead, and Glacius doesn't actually have to chase anybody down. He can zone. And you don't want to have to work your way back in if he pokes you enough. Flip out. Went into heavy. Get checked by a Puddle Punch. Okay, like it. Forces the lockout. He only had the 1 bar, but he's going to choose to go for the wall splat. What's the mix-up? Okay, stay honest. Get caught with Shatter. Very nice, clean. No break attempt. But he does have instinct. He may not get to use it! Oh, no, he got greedy. Oh, no, that's going to be it! Oh, and Sickle is out. Mike and Ike will take it. Whew. Cat soup. Yum, yum indeed. Anyway. Very good stuff to both players. That was an insane set. Such an insane set. GG's to both Sickle and Mike and Ike. Sadly, Sickle will not be continuing in the tournament, but good plays, my good sir. All right. Next up for you guys, because we can't let you get bored here. We got UA Calypso versus Hologram, who took on a couple of decent players today and may or may not have taken them out. I believe it was Mr. LCD and Muzzkilla. So let's see what Hologram's going to bring to the table. Thank you so much, Aquarius. We'll get into goodbyes later. Right now, we're in the tournament, though. We want to keep this hype going. If I could figure out how to spell Calypso. And hologram. Well, thank you guys so much. This is an amazing tournament, guys. I'm so glad that I get to share these experiences with you. And make sure, by the way, if you aren't already, make sure you guys are online. That way I'm not, you know, searching deep in my 800 plus friends list. And there is Mr. Hologram. Alright, got scared there for a second. Took its good old time. So we got UA Calypso rocking Sadira. We all know him as a really good Sadira. And hologram I see is Thunder. Why are there so many? Did I miss Thunder being the best character in KI somewhere? I mean, I know he hits like a truck, but interesting. Interesting, interesting. The characters from Season 1, man. Always staying king. Yeah, because I'm getting married. What? Don't do this because I said it earlier. Don't do this to please me. Okay. Show me what you got, Damien. Show me what you got. Oh, good lord, this guy blends in so well with the stage. Alright, getting into it. I kind of like this middle of the ground playstyle Calypso's bringing to the table. I think he was sleeping right there. This middle of the ground where he creates zoning, and then once he gets the confirms that he wants off the zoning, he just immediately turns into rushdown and mix-ups. I like this. And this guy is on fire, it looks like, the whole time. Okay, I'd like the DP to get out. What is happening? Oh, he was trying to swag. That's not how you do it. And the break on the light. Once out, he says, you're not allowed to chase me down. Hologram's having a lot of trouble. I'm honestly not sure with how new this character is how to get through that zoning with Thunder. I think he just kind of needs to crouch walk in and wait for Calypso to make a mistake. Yep, he's going to pop Instinct for that freeze frame to get the block that he wanted. And a break on the heavy. Nice. What's he got from this? What is happening right now? And it went the low and drop to get the full raw damage of the Call of the Earth. Okay, very nice. Cross up. Flip out. Hit him with the low. The command grab. Get that corner positioning. Hologram's adjusting really nicely. Alright, wall bounce. Not sure why he gave up the corner positioning there. Oh, he's doing the teleport and it explodes. Okay, I remember that. All that potential damage! Ooh, and he just wanted out. He's got to find a way to get through there. He's going to pop Instinct. Dash through and got hit on the other side with the ball. Okay, what's he going to do? No, too eager. Yep, that's it because he owes OTG. All right, Calypso came out swinging, and I'm very impressed with how his Kilgore, played. But I like the fact that Hologram was able to adjust to the situation as it called for it. I just think I think he got a little eager whenever he had that instinct. If he would have, I think he was still an instinct when he did the one cross-up drop, and he could have dashed through to get out of the punish, I believe. But food for thought. Let's see how Hologram adjusts. I think he had the right idea, and I think going into it, he's going to have a really solid time this match. I think the Kilgore pick definitely threw him off, and the Kilgore's only been out, what, a week? So there's not much matchup knowledge out there or many people to train against, and I think a lot of people were definitely, you know, in the dark, not talking about their Kilgore play. I don't know what you're trying to do there. Good patience from Hologram. That's going to be a punish. Break on the light. Okay, good way to build up some potential damage here. I'm not sure what he was going for. The good command grab. And the DP. He's going to DP you every time. Nice break on the medium. Low, going for wall splat, but break on the medium. Gotta mix it up. Also, shoutouts to the new Thunder costume. That costume looks absolutely amazing. Okay, he's gotta use the instinct. Very nice. Oh no! That may be the round. And it is. Okay, okay. And what else would be the end of Calypso's instinct? And he gets it with the leg drop. Very nice. That's a punish. Not a big one, but there's another punish here. Chooses to go for the grab? Oh, okay. Probably could have waited for that. Let's set up. Wow. Very nice from Calypso and the counter breaker. I don't think this is enough to kill, though. He's keeping it locked down in the corner. He's going to dash to get out. Triple axe, but the shadow counter. I like how he used the teleport to whiff the first hit so he can react with block. Okay, this may be it for Hologram. What's the setup here? Ooh, and here's a punish. Never give up. Shouldn't have given up the corner there. That wasn't enough damage. Gets the cross up. The fake cross up, but broken on the lights. What's he gonna do here? That's gonna be a DP. And Calypso will take Hologram out of the tournament. Very nice Kilgore. Good stuff. Good stuff to both players. Good job making it into top 16 to everybody that did get knocked out and everybody that's moving on. Good stuff, guys. Absolutely insane. All right, so we will go ahead and take a hot minute. A hot minute. To talk about a few things. First up, KI World Cup. Also Killer Instinct Con. It has a lot to bring to the table, guys. Moobot should be posting a link in chat for you guys. If not, I will post it for you. Please register for the Killer Instinct World Cup. $30,000 prize pool for the top 32 of the tournament. March 10th through the 12th of 2017 at the Tobin Center in San Antonio, Texas. Please go to that link. Please book your tickets. Please go to this event. I will be at this event. So it would be nice to see you guys all one more time, you know, before, to say farewell to the beatdown and stuff like that. I'll still be a part of the community. But make sure you guys stay up to date with this stuff. You know, Killer Instinct's still looking up. You know, a lot more to be brought to the table. I think they were talking about Ultimates coming back, I saw. That's absolutely insane. And since we just saw Kilgore, I want to shout this out for a second. Our community fund character for 2017 is Kilgore. He is a $10 character, yes, but 50% of every purchase will be going to the Killer Instinct Community Fund. Now, if you remember the last time we did this for they did this for Shadow Jago, I didn't do it. 50% up to, I think it was $100,000. This time, there is no cap. So, yes, you are paying $10 for a character. He is not a part of Season 3. He is not a part of a pack. But it's going to go to help fund the rest of the tournaments, production costs, pot bonuses. It's going to help so much. So if you guys want to really see this game keep thriving and get better and better as it has been over the years, please make sure to show your support by buying Kilgore. I'm going to be doing it after the stream because Damien just sold me on him. He looks like a lot of fun. But please, make sure you guys do that. He's going to be awesome. I actually think he will be at the KI Cup. I'm not sure. You would have to ask Brandon about that. But yes, for some people that were asking, he's legal. He was legal today. It was told to me by Brandon that he said, let Kilgore be played. So make sure you guys get this character, help support the game, help support this amazing community, the developers, and all the people that over the years have been supporting it to get to this point. No cap on the pot or on the fund. It's 50%. If they sell 2 million, that means we have 1 million for Killer Instinct World Cup the next year and for the whole Ultra Tour. So, I mean, why not? Look at him. He's so fun. He's so much fun. But to get on with the tournament for you guys, we will be starting in winner's side now. We will have HW Valorax versus BH Amenti. And I have no idea who Valorax plays. Or who Amenti plays today. But I think he has a sick Mira, from what I have heard. Alright, let's see what these two are bringing to the table. Okay, I see Cinder. But we saw Cinder with Raven as Raw, and it was Spinal, so we have no idea what's going on. And we normally see Sadira with Damien. Do you need another invite Amenti? Yes, you are up Amenti. We are waiting your majestic arrival. Alright. Take your time, Amenti. We'll wait for you to do your hair. Anyway, just kidding, just kidding. Having fun, guys. But how are you guys enjoying the tournament today? We're just waiting on Amenti, Valorax. No worries. Alright, there's the man of the hour. Alright, let's see what happens here. I see Cinder and Amenti being a gold tier. Okay.
Welcome.
Alright, what do you got for us, boys? Okay, Cinder and Gargos. That's what, like the 4th Gargos? The 3rd? Alright, alright. I like it. We'll see. But, Cylinder Cashew is part of Team HW, so Valerax may have, some good, matchup knowledge against this.
Ready. Fight.
Alright, throwing out cheesy poofs. Waiting for him to whiff. There we go. Nice sweep. I don't think he realized he didn't have the cheesy poof on anymore. Alright, I'm gonna be taking it pretty slow. Got him with the overhead. Very nice. Burn out them legs. And the shadow counter. Very nice from Amenti. But he's going to keep fanning those flames. Alright, they're off. Potential damage slowly closing. Okay, there's the cheesy poop trying to keep him honest. Alright, nice grab. What's the mix up here? I like to keep him in check so to make sure that it landed. Taking on that potential damage, but nope, that is a shadow counter, and Amenti's going to be looking good. About half a life bar life lead. Alright, Valerax keeps finding ways in, but it's like he can't finish his meal. Okay, the burnout. That's a huge punish here. Gonna get a minion out. This gives him a chance to kind of get in there and do what he wants to do. Gonna blow through them all, but get punished. A lot of damage here. I don't know how he's gonna be able to come back from this. The minion came crashing down. Trying to find a way in. Okay. Throw that out there. The minion just attacked, so he doesn't have to worry about that. That's going to be a burst. Oh, no. He blew right through it. I don't think he meant to pick up the minion there. One more hit. Yeah. Okay, Amenti taking it pretty clean.
Pitiful creature. Supreme victory.
Okay. Gargos. Well, it seems like Valerax needs a little bit more matchup knowledge.
Welcome.
Alright. Does he have another character? Because it didn't seem like he was comfortable at all in that match, playing as Cinder. Because he kept getting something started, but he could never, like, finish. Okay. I mean, I don't know. We saw what happened with slender. You know, he was able to adapt. So we'll see if Valarax can do it as well. Okay, burn out the arms. Okay, I like the pressure he's putting on right now. And that was the punish, but he missed the link. Or the confirm, I should say. Keep him honest. Can he pick it up? And he does! All that potential damage. Alright, Valarax with the life lead. Very smart play. Good attack. Alright, and opens him up. Valarax looking pretty good. Not going as crazy as he was. Keep him in the corner. Minion down. Think that's going to be a burst. No, he's going to choose to go for the command grab. Decent bit of damage there. I like the blocks right now from Valarax. Ooh, but didn't get the punish. That was so clean. Alright, nice backdash to get out of there so you can put on the command grab. You're gonna chase him down. Can't let him get away. Gets him with the overhead. Pressing buttons. And a nice break on the light from Amenti. Ooh, he tried to pop the bomb but got hit with the portal punch. Okay, put some damage on this minion's finding a way to get in, but this is a dangerous position. He's got the minion, and that's going to be a punish. At least he still finished out the combo, and he got rid of Skinny. Alright, Amenti finding his way in. Still can't count on Amenti out. Alright, oh no, Fatty is down. Amenti has one more shadow that he could use, but it could cost him. Opened up, popped instinct, but breaks on the medium manual. That could have been it. Alright, still not enough, and then this chip. Ooh. I like the idea, but good stuff from Valarax. Good stuff. I like the change. Made all the proper changes. I don't know the real names. I'm trying. The minions to me remind me of those guys that were like Hades minions from Hercules. Oh boy. You unlocked the Huntress. Okay. Maya. Seen a lot of people playing Maya recently. Not sure what has changed for her to make her favorable pick lately, but we'll see. We'll see what he's doing. This also may be a lot more comfortable for Valarax. This is a Season 2 matchup that we know pretty well for the most part. Good confirms from Amenti. Not going to get anything out of it. Went for the sweep. Not sure about the bomb after the knockdown. Alright, trying to apply some pressure here. Like to keep him honest. And the burnout. Gonna keep him from throwing those daggers. That potential damage last time made a huge difference in the Gargos matchup. Try to keep him honest, but that Shadow DP says otherwise. Alright, Amenti fighting back. Are we gonna see a Mantis cash out? Nope. Nice backdash. The anti-air into the confirm. I think he actually could have ended that right there. The one thing that Valarax is doing that I'm not too sure about is all the small combos. Trying to turn them into big damage. Pain and panic. Yes. That's what we'll start calling him. He's in the cheesy post zone with Cinder, but Maya's able to close distance really easy, so I'm not sure if going to zoning is going to be a really good idea right now. Alright, gonna keep him honest so that way he can get the daggers. Pips helped him out. Goes for the Mantis cash out. Has corner control. Nice anti-air, but couldn't dagger. He didn't know what side he was going to be on. That hit at a really weird angle. Alright, back to zoning again, but we know Maya can... Oh, not a good idea. Alright, gonna DP out of that. And the heavy breaker, very nice from Amenti. This life bar is gonna haunt him. That could be it. Doesn't have the shadow to cash it out. Okay. Able to bring it back. Don't count anybody out. That pixel doesn't mean anything. She's actually missing one of her daggers, too. And does not have instinct, so this is the time to try and get something going. Okay. Knew the grab was coming. Good punish here. Did not finish his food and got caught jumping. I don't know why he went for the reset. But that means Amenti's up.
You're not worthy prey.
Alright, so good stuff. Amenti will move on, and Valorax will go down to fight... Let me just double check here. Calypso. Next up for you guys, a match I'm super excited for is Samano Skate, which is Crazy Skating 8, versus Fubuki 142. Very good stuff to those guys. Please make sure you guys are ready for this match. Make sure you get your popcorn and your 8-bit beatdown diaper ready. Because I have a feeling this matchup is going to be pretty insane. If he still plays Omen, and it's going to be Omen versus Con-Ra. These are two characters you do not see often in KI anymore, but these guys play them very fluently. And it's going to be a sight to behold, I guarantee it. Alright, let's get Fubuki in here. I do believe it was Fubuki who won the last beatdown or KI Pro League last year. So he is actually the defending champ this week. Okay, there is Mr. Fubuki and Mr. Nate. Ooh, Omen and Con-Ra. I just got so excited. I have a feeling this is going to be intense.
Welcome.
Get your cameras out. Ooh. Nice click. Suspense right now. He is part of the Hollywood team. Fix that right up. Ooh, okay, not Omen, but Fulgore versus Con-Ra. This is still going to be interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay, Alice Fubuki gonna handle this matchup. Alright, he's got his little wall of defenses up. He's gonna get the recapture here. And break on those heavy auto doubles. You can't let that kind of stuff rock, but he got good damage out of that. And the reset. Oh, didn't want to go for the recapture, but the unblockable. And that cross up was so dirty. But Nate's gonna find his way out of here, but Fubuki has an answer, but not in his favor. This is gonna give him a chance to get in there. Because even though Con-Ra did see some changes into Season 3, he's still really hard to rush down when he has his wall up. He's got a lot of answers to some of this stuff. But Fulgore's got good mix-ups, and good mobility to get around that. And you're seeing that right now. He decides to go for meter. Here comes the mix-up. Very nice. And Fubuki gets the breaks on the mediums. And that's still going to be lingering. That'll be... Nope, not life bar, but that chip will be. All right, good stuff from Skate. Gonna pop Instinct. What's he going to get out of this? Catches him out of the teleport. And he has the lockout. This is going to kill. Okay, good answer from Fubuki, but Nate does have Instinct. So I think on his next confirm, you're going to see him pop Instinct, but the brakes on that. He keeps letting those heavy doubles rock. He needs to mix it up. Good backdash. Catch him out of the air. That will recap. And a break on the mediums again. Ooh, read the teleport, and he's going to get the recapture here. What's Fubuki going to get? Chooses to go for the Shadow Command Grab for optimum damage. But Nate's still going to be able to bring this back. He's going to pop Instinct. Ooh, no. Okay, the leg drop. He's got to find a way to get in here. Going to keep that pressure up. Got caught pressing buttons, and Fubuki answers back. Okay. I like a lot of the mix-ups that Nate was going for, but it did get very readable towards the end. He was doing a lot of the same mix-ups. But I like the idea, whenever he popped Instinct and he was going to use it to DP, it was to catch Con-Ra, and he thought that he was going to use the sand pit to jump over him, and he was going to catch him in the air, which he did. But he did the sand drop, which just put him out of range, and because of how low Fulgore was when he landed, it pushed the sand out to the sides. And it was able to knock him out of the air, because I think he was going to cancel into Shadow Eye lasers to push the distance. So we'll see. I don't think Nate needed to switch, yeah. I think he had a lot of the right ideas, just changing the mix-ups. He had good reads on combo breakers. I just feel there were definitely a few points where I think he was being a little too eager in the setups that he wanted and the punishes that he thought he was going to get out. Alright, got to keep him locked down. Very nice. Keeping the pressure up. Get some mix up here. Went for the overhead. Nice backdash, but he's still going to get punished for it. And the command grab to hopefully get his way out of the corner. No, he's just going to set up a wall in the corner. Finds a way out. And keep the zoning pressure up. And that got through the command grab? Interesting. That's going to be a punish. I did not realize he was able to backdash that. I just don't... If he would have used Cyber Dash, he probably would have punished either way. Alright, the lockout. This is going to hurt. Fubuki doing a really good job of playing keep away and punishing and getting the pokes when he needs to. Again, always going for those heavy auto doubles. Ooh, no recapture. He wants to keep that puddle on the ground to make sure that Nate's scared of it. And a breaker on the medium. Gonna catch the teleport. Very nice. That's the second time that's happened. Link drop to put the pressure on. This instinct pressure with Con-Ra is insane right now. And he's gonna choose to punish, but he got hit sandwiched on the other side from the drop, so he wasn't able to pick up the combo. This is gonna be another punish here. Very nice. And Nate will take the first life bar. No! Okay, broke on the heavies. He's going to take the first life bar, that cross up. A double KO for first round. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I like to mix up, but the sand explosion to get out. Nate is up on life right now. In that cave. Now he has to worry about that Scorpion. Now he's going to have really floaty jumps, so it may actually work against Fubuki here. Love the dodge of the tornado here. Nate has really found his comfort zone. Caught him pressing buttons. Went for the counter breaker. Very smart. He was breaking him there consistently every time, but I think Nate was waiting to see the heavies come out. Good bit of damage from Fubuki. What's the mix-up here? He's going to get DP'd. Teleports out, and the punish did not get the instant, or the ultra cancel. I'm sorry. I know words, and that will be it. And Fubuki is up 2-0 over Nate. Good stuff to both players. Nate definitely had his comfort zone that match. I'm not sure if the input did not come out, but I think he should have been able to ultra there. But Fubuki was able to read the medium breakers, break, get out of the situation, and create his own pressure, which got him the win. Fubuki will go on to fight Amenti, and Nate will go down to fight Mike and Ike 25. Good stuff to both players. And next up for you guys, we have the newcomer Delta Rayquaza, who apparently plays Idol. Will be fighting UA Wheels, also, formerly known as Dayton J. I can't spell. All right. So I'm very excited to see if this was a calculated, practiced idol, or if it was maybe just catching people off guard. I mean, that is a possibility. It's not a character that you see all the time, and it's not a character that I don't think a lot of people put time into. I think Idol has, like, some psychoticness and craziness to him, but you still need to know how to work it in tandem with everything else in his kit. So I feel a lot of people may have picked him up, tried to play him one way, and it didn't work, and may have dropped him. There are a few people that I have seen play him, and it's definitely rough. It's definitely a rough match. It's both. Okay. Alright, where is Mr. UA Wheels? Boom. Has Delta played in any tournaments? Or is this his first tournament? Boom, they're both pretty excited. Interesting. We're seeing Mr. Wheels rocking Jago, but we see that idol. I'm excited for this. Very excited. Idol is one of my favorite KI characters of all time, and I feel that the new modern version of KI, this version of Idol, is amazing. I like how crazy he is and spastic he can be, but I like how you have to definitely work it, like I said, in tandem with all the rest of his kit. Okay, sick costume, and of course, Mr. UA Wheels has been loving Tusk this season. He even told me he thinks that Tusk is a character that has been slept on. And we'll see if he can challenge this idol and how well Dayton knows this matchup.
Ready. Fight.
Alright, a lot of corner pressure here, but gets broken to get out. Playing patient. There's the bounce. More bouncing. And the DP, oh, he went for the sweep, I see, to keep the corner position. Okay, so far, good stuff. Okay, using to make the charge, so that way... What? Okay. So, for people that don't know Idol, Idol has command normals depending on what body he's in. If he does the command move with one body, it charges up the next body to help out with their attacks. And really good stuff to Delta so far. But Dayton is bringing it back. He's going to have corner positioning. He's going to do his best to abuse. And he used the teleport to try and catch him. And he's going to use the shadow to make sure that he can get the life bar. He's going to pop Instinct here. We're going to see a DP that's going to go into a Meteor that staggers this damage right now. Very good stuff. I have no idea what's going on right now. The teleport, but no punish on that? That's interesting. Chooses to go for the command grab to charge it up. He is out of Instinct, and he got left in Berserker form. Alright, what's the plan from Dayton J? 2 hits for 22%, and the deflect to get through it. Dayton can still do this. He has a little bit of Instinct left and 2 bars of Shadow. 1 combo from Tusk. It hurts. Never been on the receiving end, but I've seen it a lot. We got the stagger twice. Okay. Here's the combo. He's pushing him to the corner for a reason. He wants to keep that corner advantage. And because he's in... Oh, no. There's the DP that's going to come out. And the bounce. And that's going to be it. The Shadow to take it. Delta Rayquaza with the idol. Very nice. Good stuff to Dayton J, too. I don't think this is a character anybody really has matchup knowledge on. And Dayton was playing it very clean. Not taking a lot of risks, I think, where he needed to go. I just feel that Delta has a solid idea on this matchup. Since he's one of the few that plays idol, he's probably definitely played a lot of Tusks and stuff like that. So, good stuff to Delta. Let's see how Dayton adapts to this. Not sure he needs a character change, because I do think Tusk does enough damage and is solid enough that I think he can contend with idol, and especially the way that Delta is playing him. There were just a few times where I think Dayton needed to pay attention to some of the resources. Because whenever he pushed him to the corner and went to do the safe jump, the problem was he wasn't paying attention to the Instinct. He was in Warlock form, which he doesn't have access to a DP, I believe. But when he is in Instinct, he has access to both bodies' movesets. Okay, Fulgore. Not sure. Not sure. I think he's hoping that he's going to use some of Fulgore's mobility to kind of get out of some of these setups and some of these problems. But Delta does not fear anything right now. And I do want to say that normally when we see Dayton J play, one of his go-to things is he just walks the player down to the corner. And we're seeing the opposite here with Delta. He has pushed him to the corner. But nice DP from Dayton. Raw overhead. Not sure if that was a good idea. That's a punish. What's the mix-up here? And they're both going to DP to get out of that setup situation. Caught him on the backdash. Another overhead. He's going to change. That change was super lucky. Okay, Pop Instinct. What's the plan here? I like the reaction from Dayton there. Not sure if that was a good idea. Alright, this could be a lot of damage. He's going to push him to the corner. I think he's going to go for a grab. Yeah, get another charge for Warlock mode. I think he was going to be cheeky and go for another one. But Dayton punished that proper. Okay, I think Dayton's actually in his comfort zone. He's forced Delta to play his game. He has a lockout corner advantage, so we'll see what's going on in that whiff grab. So that's going to give him a chance to possibly take this life bar with that lockout, and that will be it. Whenever he changes to Warlock mode, he does have 2 charges to add a little bit of extra damage to some of the stuff Warlock can offer. I like the idea. And good reactions from Delta playing it safe. And he's going to confirm off of this. I like the heavy sweep. Going to get through there with that DP. Oh, no, 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 no. That was a bad idea. I like the idea. He's going to pop the Instinct. He's going to DP out. Like the control that he has right now. That's a lot of damage, a lot of pressure right now. I like the mix-up, but Dayton keeping his cool is going to punish that proper and confirm off of it into Ultra. Good job adapting from Dayton J. A lot of craziness in that match coming from Idol's side, but Dayton was able to keep his cool. Think about the situations and some of the setups that were coming to him, and he was able to punish proper every time. Good stuff. I don't think Delta's out yet, though. It's definitely going to be another hard-fought match. Also, shout out for Dayton using the coolest Fulgor color.
Fight on.
All right. I like how Delta... I can tell Delta is figuring Dayton out. Or trying to. A lot of good reads, a lot of good ideas. I like some of the stuff that he's doing as far as mix-up potential. I think the only mistake that he had in this matchup is he's trying to rush Dayton down as Fulgor way too much. But he's going to get... Nope, nothing, because it was broken. I think he's trying to set up to get the wall bounce so he can get the command grab. Dayton opens him up. What's the pressure? Okay, gonna keep throwing him. I think he's gonna keep this mix-up going. He needed a block. Alright, so he's got corner again. Got the command grab, so he has the charge for whenever he changes. Good. Being able to see... Hit him with the overhead, finally. Very nice. And that's gonna be a DP. Okay, kind of going back and forth. He should have been paying attention to the meter because Dayton had no reason not to use that right there. Ooh, try to punish it, but he's gonna have that, and it's not going to work. That may have been a saved input from the change, and that change may have messed him up there. He's gonna pop the instinct. He's gonna go for the DP. Ooh, no, he's gonna get caught with the laser first. That's gonna cause stagger, and that's gonna be the life bar, I believe. Oh no, there's the pressure. Yeah, he's gonna chip him out. He wants to be in Warlock form, but it's not happening. The struggle, but he still gets the stagger. Trying to keep him honest. He's gonna keep that ground bounce going. I don't know if he can keep it going with Warlock mode. It's what he wanted, though. And he's going to be able to pick it up with Warrior. Keep him honest. Recap him to the ground. Dayton's on his ropes right now. He needs to get out of this corner. Delta's getting a lot of mileage out of this. I like the idea of the shadow counter, but Dayton wants to get out of this corner. He's not going to take any risks. I definitely think that was an input error, and that could have cost him. He's not going to get enough out of this. He will! And Delta takes Dayton J to loser's bracket. Ooh. Good stuff. That whiffed pip cancel cost Dayton the game.
Supreme victory.
Good stuff to Delta picking that up, and solid stuff from Dayton J. He was doing a really good job. He was just stuck in that corner for way too long. And I think that's what killed him, because then you could tell he got frustrated. And when he went to get out of the corner and he had the chance and that pip cancel, because he had the stagger confirmed with heavy laser, and he could have made something off of that and, you know, caused a lot of damage. And I think the panic set in, and that's where the missed input came in. Good stuff to both players. That was a solid match. Whew. Guess what? I think we can top it, though. Oh, yeah? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But we have Mr. Rebello versus Get Rico Suave. I think we're going to be able to top this match. This is two OGs going in. All right, let's get Mr. Rico in here. Oh, Rico. Why are you not online, man? Is Mr. Rebello online? No, neither of them are. What are you guys doing? There we go. there's Mr. Rico. So we have Gargos versus TJ Combo. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Fight on. Ready. Fight.
Sorry about that, guys. I am back, and it looks like Rebello is doing very well against Gargos right now. Let's see what Rico has for him. Okay, I like him getting him down and getting, I think that would be Panic out. Or Pain. It's probably Pain. Doesn't seem like Rebello is very concerned with that, but there is a lockout here. Let's see what Rico does with it. He's going to go for damage and get Panic out. So both the minions are out, and this gives Rico a... Oh no, both minions are just gone with that last tremor. That tremor's definitely keeping these minions at bay and keeping Rico from going in. That minion has one last one, so he's going to uppercut there, but it's not going to work. And that minion's going to be down for the count. And the roll to get out, but he still took the life bar even though the minion came in to save the day. And Rebello is up 1-0 against Rico.
Supreme victory. Welcome.
Alright, is Rico going to make a change? No, he's going to stick with Gargos. Maybe he saw something. Maybe he saw something there. And by the way, yeah, can we get a happy birthday to Mr. Rico Suave? Competing on the beatdown on his birthday. Thank you very much, my good man.
Did you get ready? Fight.
Alright, Rico starting off strong here. What's the mix-up? Low into the confirmed to the command grab. Going for damage. Surprised he isn't going for Shadow Meter. Early lockout. And damage again. Ooh, no punish there. He was too far out, but the instant cancel to make it safe. Let's see what Rebello has. And a break on the heavy. Alright, so we got a minion out, coming to save the day, slowly but surely. He's didn't get the combo pickup that he wanted off of that. And he will off of this, and I think that will be the life bar for damage. That still was not the life bar, and the minion will take the round. Minion checking the roll, keeping him honest. Rico's definitely in a good spot here. Using power line to get rid of the minions, and he's going to take a grab for his troubles. And the minion caught him on the backside. I like what Rico's doing here. He's flying over and keeping a little bit of a cross-up potential, allowing the minions to get the hits so that way he can finish. I think it's power line, and that's going to be punish. But the break. Shooting press. And the lockout, but couldn't finish. Rico does have instinct here, so if he does get into a combo trouble. Okay, it's going to be an uppercut. Recap, but broken on the mediums. And still have last breath. I remembered this time. Okay, shooting press. And okay. I mean, Rico has a minion and enough for another minion and instinct. And the minion's going to keep it safe. He's going to pop instinct, and he's going to do what he can here. I don't know if that's not enough to finish, and the minion will get him to continue the combo so he can finish it. And Rico is up 1-1 with Mr. Rebello. Adapting. It's how you win games. Good stuff. Good stuff to Rico. He does look like Illidan. Alright, let's see what Rebello comes back with. Rebello, the man who plays with his heart on his sleeve. He always sticks to his guns, too. I don't think he'll ever switch out of TJ. He loves the character too much, and he knows exactly what he's doing with him. Just needs to adapt in the right spots. Alright, starting off, gonna go for damage. I like the pressure that Rico is keeping on. He's not letting Rebello get into his comfort zone. Wow, the follow-up and the early lockout from Rebello. That may be enough damage. No. But he's gonna get a minion out. Rebello's gonna pop instinct. He's gonna try to get away from this minion. And gets caught with the low. And Rico is going to wait out this instinct. Power line through, but the minion keeps him safe. Minion does have access to a super. Cross up into a grab, and now we have both minions out. Not sure where the other minion just went. Using the grab to get through. Very nice. Overhead shooting press. And that's going to be it for the minion. And here comes the other one to save him, but he's still able to pick up the combo. Rebello answers back. He says, I'm not done yet. Okay, pop the instinct. What are we going to get out of this? He's going to go straight for the command grab. A lot of damage here. Shouldn't be giving up the space because now he's got to deal with the zoning. Very nice. No punish off of that. I think it would have been good for Rico to get a minion out there. Rebello could still bring this back. And here comes a minion. getting caught with that command grab. Trying to block the minion and what's coming in from Rico. And that's going to be a command grab. But last breath right here. What's going to happen? Right into power line, but no punish. And there it is on the low. He's going to go for the command grab. And that will be it. And Rico will move on to fight Delta Rayquaza. Will we see the two Shadow Lords going in at it on Astral Plane? Some good stuff to Rico. Rebello is not out. He will be going to fight Raven is Raw. Whew. These matches, man. Making me hungry. Alright, so next up for you guys, we will be going to Losers Bracket. But first off, for anybody else that loves supporting this game and wants to do amazing things, support Ultimate Source. Buy their figures. Get your awesome colors. They just released the Spinal set. You guys need to get on top of this. These guys have done so much amazing stuff for the community. I mean, they're beautiful. They're everything you could ever want. And you need to make sure to support them. They're not done yet either, and they're going to keep releasing. I believe Wave 2 should be on the horizon. I'm not sure. I haven't heard much of it, but lots of good stuff coming from these guys. So make sure you support them. And next up, we will have Mr. Hollywood Valorax versus UA Calypso. So, will we see more Kilgore for this match, I wonder? And I believe it would be Cinder versus Kilgore. I think he probably would go for Kilgore. Because I don't think Damien likes the Cinder-Sadira matchup. Mr. Calypso, you are needed. Alright, he needs to restart his KI, so we'll just take a hot second. Cool down a little bit. We've had a good bit of intense matches today. And again, shout-outs to everybody for coming out, showing your support for not only the Beatdown, but KI and the community. A lot of amazing people competing today. As I said before, I had predictions of who I would see in this top 16. And let me say, there's a lot of people. I did not expect Idol. I did not expect Kilgore to make an appearance. And a lot of new faces, you know. We had a lot of people that have won a bunch of beatdowns before. We've had Sleep, we've had LCD, we've had Muzzkiller. We've had a lot of, you know, the normal people that we always see come up and break out of pools. And it's very nice to see all of the new people, you know, perfecting their craft and just showing love for this game. It shows that anything's possible. Never get down on yourself. Always starve for matchup knowledge. Always starve for information. You know, if you're... I think I said it last night. If you're a pro gamer or you're planning on being a professional gamer and you want to take this to the most that you can get out of it, understand that there is no point where you should feel that you've learned everything. All right, there's Mr. Calypso. Will we see Kilgore? Uh-oh. We're getting hit with the lobby unblockable here. I think Valorax is going to restart his console. Oh, he just wants to do a... Oh, you guys can't see each other. Okay, that makes sense. Might have to restart the lobby. Alright, we good now? Still don't understand how that happens. I'm guessing... Okay, Valorax. Yeah, go ahead and restart KI. I'm gonna restart the lobby as well. Just to make sure. Every now and then, we gotta do this. Nothing new to us. I still don't understand the whole not seeing each other thingy dealy. Alright, let me know when you're ready, Valorax. Alright, just let me know when you're good to go. Alright, hopefully they can see each other this time. I'm guessing not. Sadly, we may have to have them play offline. That's alright, guys. Take your time. Take your time. Alright, we'll go ahead and go on to another match then. We'll do Samano Skate versus Mike and Ike. So that way he has time. And while we're waiting, while we're doing the next match, both you just like reset your routers, reset your internet, do whatever you need to do. Hard reset your consoles, whatever you need to do. You guys have time. Because we're doing another match, Damien. He's gonna restart his console. I would say like do whatever you guys need to do, like hard reset everything and stuff like that. Whew. You guys are gonna play off stream then? Alright, just let me know the scores. Post them in chat and tag the Beatdown name in it. Yeah, just figure out what you guys want to do. We got Nate and Mike and Ike going on right now. Let me know when you're ready, Mike. Oh, there he is. Alright, let's go. Got a match, ladies and gentlemen. We will have Mr. Skate versus Mike and Ike 25. Who will go home, aka turn off the console, and who will move forward to be, this is to be into top 8. And this will put you in the money.
Fight on.
Sticking with Fulgor, okay. I wonder why the switch from Omen. Okay, I like the idea from Mike. Nate's gonna answer back. Good mix-up. He's gonna DP that. Yeah, that's a pretty floaty jump. DP again. You gotta stop jumping, man. Catches the teleport. What's he gonna get off of it? Alright, keep the command throw in check. Mix up. Very nice. Dash through. Punish. Flip out into heavy overhead. Well, into just overhead. That's going to work. What's he going to get off of it? Catches him pressing buttons. Alright, Mike and I doing a really good job keeping this. That's going to be a DP. Oh, okay. Proper punish, but drops the combo. There's the DP. Going for the zoning, that's going to be the life bar. Very good stuff to Nate. He's going to choose to build up as much reactor as he can. Move the cross up, and that will be the life bar for Nate. Flip out, nothing on it. We're trying to keep him honest, but that DP is going to work. Mike keeping a lot of stuff in check, but same thing with Nate. Keep trading this life lead back and forth. Dash. Ooh, getting cyber dash into it. Flip out and DP out of it to make sure not to eat the setup. Okay, good break on the heavies. Trying to go on the back dash. Dash through. DP to catch the cyber dash. DP. He's gonna have to work his way through this. Open him up, and that will be it. Nate will take the first round.
Awesome victory.
All right. I mean, they were trading back and forth a lot. And I think Mike was keeping the right stuff in check, but anytime he tried to get a punish or trying to find a way to move in, Nate didn't have any fear about throwing out a DP. No, this is to get into top 8. Right now, your top 8 is Amenti versus Fubuki, and Delta Rayquaza versus Get Rico Suave. Alright, let's see Mike learned his lesson. Ooh, immediately went for ankle slicer when he should have DP'd. Getting mixed up. I think Nate's in his head right now. Caught with the overhead, pushed all the way to the corner, but gets the grab off, has corner position, and just lets him get out. It's going to be another punish. Good break on the heavy. Catch him. What's he going to get for off this? Mix up. Got to pay attention to that meter. Another punish. Corner position. Okay, that's going to be a... Ooh, just a... And no, I don't know if I agree with that. I would have taken the dash through. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's playing Nate's game right now. He's trying to go for, I think, too much fancy stuff. Good block. Saw that coming. It's really rough for Mike. Letting those heavies rock. I mean, this is Nate's game right now. I don't think Mike's been here. He's not giving Nate any reason to fear him. I'm not sure about that. Nate just has an answer for so much. And that, ooh, good break on the lights. He has instinct to keep it safe. Not sure why he keeps going for that. That's going to be a grab and just enough to take it. And that will pretty much be most of his instinct. Over ankle slicer, good punish. Ooh, and the armor gets him through. Just enough to go for the long combo. Gets the overhead. Or the cross up, I'm sorry. Fake cross up that time. Alright, don't count Mike and Ike out. He woke up! He's here today! And a break on the heavies. He wasn't going to let that rock. There's going to be so much chip there. And the DP to keep him in check. And Nate will knock out Mr. Mike and Ike. Good stuff. Good stuff to both players. Thank you guys for coming out today. Keep going ham, fam. Don't let that stop you. Alright, next up, are we going to do Valarax versus Calypso? Are we going to still give it a minute? Are you guys playing offline? You guys are ready? Okay, good stuff. Good stuff to everybody today, man. If it doesn't work this time, I would say you guys should play it offline. No, grand finals, losers finals, and winners finals will be 3 out of 5. You ready, Damien? Okay, there he is. Hopefully they can see each other now. Cross your fingers. Cross your toes. Okay. Awesome. We're good to go. So I believe this is going to be Cinder versus Kilgore, unless Valarax has something up his sleeve.
Fight on.
Also, Slender Cashew and UA Wheels, be on deck. Your match is next. Do whatever you need to do to reset your console. Go eat some chicken or pasta salad, maybe ham barbecue, whatever you need to do. Okay, decided to go with the Sadira, that flip out. Wondering why not Kilgore? Okay. Doesn't get the confirm. That's going to put him in an awkward position. Looks is still with the life lead. And he didn't pop that bomb. Oh, it is off the ground now. Nice break on the light. Alright, nice reset into grab. What's the combo? He has the lockout but couldn't finish it. Nice grab to get out of the setup. Gonna cash out while he can. But couldn't flick him back into the corner. Okay, good read, but he keeps opening up with those lights. Calypso. It's gonna keep going for him. Here comes the instinct shenanigans. He may be able to juggle enough to kill, but nope. Breaks on the heavy. Keep him honest by watching your feet. Keep him honest there. Decides not to confirm. Trying to keep his approach good. He's trying to keep that potential damage up. Ooh, just needed one manual into Ender and it would have killed. Okay, good try to punish. And here's the punish. Still can't finish his meal. Okay, finally, somebody took a life bar. Let's go for the reset. Good awareness from Valorax. Picking up the combo. I think he's going to go for Meter Ender. No, deciding to go for Burnout. Okay. Not a lot of potential damage there, but he's going to burn out the feet to try and get as much as he can. Getting too greedy. He wants that potential damage. The flip out DPs, but the block. And that lockout, that's going to hurt. The launcher, but broken on the lights. Good reads. He's got to pop instinct here. They just both stared lovingly into each other's eyes. Not sure why. Okay, opens him up. Short combo to cash out a little bit of that potential damage. Ooh, okay. And got caught jumping. I think he was trying to DP that. Alright. Good stuff from Calypso. Traded back and forth a lot. I think Valorax sat on his instinct a little too long. Alright, still sticking with Cinder. I think that's just his man. Let's see if he can do it. Mr. Captain Inferno. There was just a lot of time where I felt like you wouldn't... I think I said this whenever he played Amenti. There were a lot of times where he just wasn't finishing his food. Alright, good start. Pushing him all the way to the corner, trying to get some pressure, but the kick flip. Or flip kick. Alright, and that lockout, that's going to give him a chance. Reset here. Cash out some of the damage. Ooh, I think he was going to try and get corner position back. Nice catch. Okay, keep him in check. What's the juggle? Okay, nice read on the recap. Valrax can definitely bring it back here. Burn out the arms. Take use of that potential damage. He's going to cash it out now. He's not going to wait. And the counter breaker? Okay, okay. That could actually, it's life bar. Good stuff from Valrax. Oh, caught him with the bomb right on his head. All right, what's the mix up here? He's going to get caught. Wow, reaction break on the heavy. Ooh, and another lockout. Are we going to see? Nope, just straight to damage. I thought he was going to burn him out again. Watch your feet. And a counter breaker again. Valrax has no fear. Just right for damage again. And that was the last of Calypso's instinct, too. And a lockout, that could have been it. But Dane can still bring this back. He's just got to keep his wits about him. Good catch, breaking on the heavy kick. Get through the bombs, try to catch him, and he's going to go into Ultra. Good stuff from Valrax. Let's see if there's a change from Calypso or... The two counter breakers hurt a lot. Hurt a lot. And I think that's where Dayton, if he wouldn't have eaten those two counter breakers, I think it would have been a more even match. I just think after the two counter breakers, that kind of destroyed Mr. Calypso's momentum. Alright, sticking with Sadira. I'm not sure I'm dealing with this. But we'll see. Damien is crazy. So we'll see how he handles this. I think, like I said, I think the two counter breakers just kind of got into his head towards the end of that match. Okay, what's the pickup here? Nothing. Cheesy poof on the ground, and it is gone. Trying to catch him jumping. He says, watch out. This is my airspace. Nope, it's Sadira's airspace. The mix up, nothing. Grabs right out of it. No punish? Alright, choosing to go for the meter. Not sure why. Nice tech. Okay, he's going to pick that up. This could be good damage, but he messed it up. Bad input error. Okay, caught him dashing in. No. Now that he knows that it's coming, he's going to be wary about breaking. A little bit of the mind games, and that's going to be a punish. Well, at least both of them are showing neither of them afraid to, throw out a counter breaker. And just rolls out of that. He does not want to deal with Sadira and Instinct. They said, we'll waste our instincts together. Mix up. Ooh, and here comes the punish. And the lockout recap. And then that could be the round. Alright, decides to go for meter. Very good stuff. He's going for a lot more meter and damage under right now. Alright, Calypso answers back. Because I think it was hard for him to really capitalize on the Inferno. And then the counter breaker comes back. Ooh, in this lockout, this could be big damage. I think he's gonna, yeah, he's gonna go for burnout. He's got to make up this life deficit, and I don't think he's gonna land another counter breaker. He needs to capitalize on this damage. Pop instinct, make it safe. He's gonna get this. Instant recap. He doesn't want to deal with that. Okay, that I don't know if that's gonna be enough. And the chip, and Calypso will take out Mr. Valorant.